New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Lobos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Goes to the option. Blue toss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal.
Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So New Mexico's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Quick release by the QB. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. going to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Got his man to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Brooks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. You like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They've been running it, but now the pass. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's James. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Brooks. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Punt is on its way. Get another look at this New Mexico offense. Going to try to get the Lobos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's grabbed. Worked its way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Inside the 35. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Get it out on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's James. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
New Mexico, 3.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
691, Gators score.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a... The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Lobos will punt this one away. And it'll be downed right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Pryor. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Brooks. Throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Lobos will send out the punt unit.
Now, up for a penalty.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Brooks. He's got it down the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Stanford! Great job by the back on the option.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game.
There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Hall will throw it. It's complete to the left. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding.
42.
They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time.